Hi students! So I wanted to take just a few minutes to talk to you via video. It's been a while since I've done one of these video announcements. So I thought right as we're walking into spring break, why not just touch base with everyone. So we're in week 10 of the semester already, so things are moving along quite well, and we're entering into our final week of content before our next exam. So this week I'm having you look at two topics, non-Mendelian genetics and also it says genetic disorders, but as it turns out, it's more chromosomal abnormalities actually is what we're going to be looking at. I wanted to kind of refine that topic a little bit further for you, so that's what we're going to call it. And then this week we have the blog post, karyotype activity, and then also those adaptive practice modules. There is no Socrative check-in this week, so just please make a note of that. I do not have a Socrative check-in for this week. So this is your final sort of piece of information that you're going to need in order to be ready for our next lecture exam. So we're going to actually do that exam right after spring break. So remember, you have the whole week in order to take that exam. So please don't feel like you have to rush back from spring break if you're traveling and then take the exam right away. You have the entire week to be able to do so. So I will open the exam that Monday morning on the 3rd, and then it will close on the 9th that week, so you still will have plenty of time to take it. If you go to the learning modules for this week, you'll also notice that I do have the study guide all ready to go, so it's here and ready for you. Also, please keep in mind that you are able to use this on the exam, so you have to have it on something other than the computer that you're using to take the exam on, though, however, because you can't have a separate window open, so you need to have it on something. So if you have a tablet that you can pull it up on, or if you're able to print it, you can print it out and have that copy in front of you. All of those are allowable, and you can't have anything other than just the filled-in study guide. It's the only thing I'm allowing you to use for this exam. Also, please note that you are welcome to send me the study guide in advance of the exam, and I can look over it for you. I will say that I do plan to travel for spring break myself, so I will not be available by email that entire week. So the 25th through the 31st are dates that I'm not going to be responding regularly to email. However, if you send me something, I'll get back to you when I return, and then I will make sure that I respond. So if you do send that study guide to me, give me at least a day to turn that around after I'm back in town. Because, no offense, but I'm not working on reviewing your study guides while I am on my vacation. So I hope you get a chance to take a break during spring break as well. So don't spend the whole time studying, right? Do something for you, whatever that happens to be, but try to do something for you. I also did want to point out that in addition to the study guide, I have been posting these additional study aids on CK12. And I will say right now that as of 2:30 in the afternoon on Monday, I haven't updated the study aids on CK12 yet. They're still from the previous exam, but I will do that a little bit later this afternoon. I will get those updated. And those are nice sort of single page information, like snapshots on the different topics that we talked about. So they can actually be really helpful as well for understanding some of the specific things that we've gone over. So last time when preparing for the exam, I think I gave you mitosis and meiosis and protein synthesis, and there might have been another one, cells, I think was in there. But anyway, again, it's just meant to be another tool for you to use to study. I also would highly recommend some potentially different study habits this time. There were quite a few students who struggled with this exam, and I think that the reason that they struggled was just because they didn't put the time into studying. They just kind of took it for granted that they would know the information maybe, or who knows what happened, but they didn't put the time and effort into preparing. I highly recommend you do that this time. And the amount of time that you need is entirely up to you. You know yourself best, so do what works for you. But I do think that if you put a little bit more in, you will see something coming out of that. You will see a better grade, and I know that's what a lot of you are concerned about, and so make sure that you do that. Speaking of those grades, also remember that as far as extra credit goes, if you do the adaptive practice assignments, I will give you 2 points for each one of those that you complete. You can earn a maximum of 20 extra credit points this way. So for those of you who are creeping up already past that point, you're more than welcome to continue to do them so that you know that you understand the content. But please just note that after 10 of them, I'm no longer going to be able to count those for credit. But you're more than welcome to do them if you still want to. So I think that does it. We can take a look at the study, the materials for this week. So again, study materials are a karyotyping activity, and then also this posting to your blog. You can ignore the check-in. I just noticed that I still left the check-in on here, and I'm going to actually delete this right now while I'm on the video with you. Whoop, that's gone. So no Socrato check-in this week. We are just doing the karyotyping activity and the blog assignment. That's all you have for this week. As always, if there are any particular questions that anyone has, please feel free to reach out to me. I will be in touch midweek, and also the, actually, let me think about that. I will be in touch midweek. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to send you our weekly summary email because I will already be out of town at that point. If you don't get a weekly summary email from me, that's the reason why, because I'm out of town. But if I find a moment, I'll still try to do that for you. And then you will not hear from me again until we're all back on April the 3rd. So if you are traveling anywhere for spring break, be safe. I hope you enjoy yourself, even if you're staying home or not going anywhere or traveling locally. Please take a break and enjoy some time to yourself if you're able to. We'll see y'all next time.